Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So, yesterday, y'all, I made a video. Now, John Amos, the world found out that John Amos passed October 1st. However, we then found out that he really did not pass on October the 1st, that he actually passed August 21st. But it was information that his son just decided to keep from everybody, including his own sister and the rest of the family.
But it also means that they had no medical records there. We know that Belinda Foster was posing as either me or his daughter. We found that out from the hospital. My daughter will share more on that. But he likely died alone without any family, and that my brother wasn't even present, that he had Belinda drop him off at the hospital.
Are police investigating this at all, Shannon?
We are going to seek an investigation. There is a pattern because in Colorado, a doctor reached out to me. My father's primary care reached out to me, extremely concerned that when my brother moved in, he had began withholding my father's medication. He wasn't giving him any medication. My dad also had cancer, and he was supposed to come in for cancer treatments. That never happened. And that doctor told me that without the medication, my father would die.
As a lawyer, the thing that immediately makes my spidey senses go up is a will and money. Did John?
Like his sister now, y'all, she came and made a statement yesterday and said that she found out her father passed when the rest of the world did, when the rest of us did, on social media. Like, how is that? Like, how can you not contact your sister? I don't care what type of relationship y'all have. You can't contact your sister or get someone else to contact your sister to tell your sister that your father passed, that her father passed. You couldn't do that. I mean, in a few of my videos, I mentioned my relationship with my sisters. And y'all, we love each other. So when I hear about siblings who have that Cain and Abel type relationship going on, it's just sad to me. And that seems like that was the type of, well, that obviously was the type of relationship that John Amos's kids, his son and his daughter, had with each other, because it was this thing about a year or two ago where somebody, his daughter said that her brother was committing elder abuse with their dad. John came back and said that it was a lie, and then it was turned around that his daughter was committing elder abuse. It was just all crazy, but they ended up with the investigations and all of that. It was ended up being thrown out because they couldn't find the evidence. So after that, after his daughter Shannon filed the elder abuse charges on her brother KC, he threatened her life. Like, he literally was trying to either have somebody unalive her or whatever. Your sister? So when I thought about that, y'all, because I didn't know yesterday. I thought that she was the only one in the family who may have not known about her father actually passing 45 days before we all found out about it. But y'all, nobody in the family knew. That is what this article is saying right here, y'all. Nobody in the family knew. Y'all, I did not know I did not know that a few days later I would still be talking about John Amos. But this thing that his son has done, this is just this is crazy. Like, I would never, I don't care. I think I kind of got off of the point that I was trying to make a few minutes ago when I started talking about my relationship with my siblings. But even if we did not, even if we had the type of relationship where we weren't speaking to each other, or just the type of relationship where we didn't bother with each other at all, like some of these other siblings do. Even if we had that kind of relationship, I don't think either one of us would have not reached out, or even if you don't want to talk to me, or if I don't want to talk to you, then we can get somebody else to reach out to let you know that your parent passed. Like, that is just so crazy to me, y'all. I'm telling y'all, if I was Shannon and the rest of John Amos's family, I would be out for that dude's head. I would be out. I would have my brother's head on a platter, because how dare you not let me know that my father passed, and how dare you have me finding out about my father's passing 45 days after he passed. So I don't know what's going on with him, y'all. I know that his son, I know he's a drug addict. What some people are saying is that he probably took that man's money. He probably took that life insurance money, and he's probably somewhere getting high with it, which means he won't have it for long. But if he did that, like people were saying, like people, this is what people were speculating on social media, is that that man, the reason why it took him so long, or the reason why he did not tell his family about John Amos's passing, was because he wanted to wait for the check to clear, which makes a whole lot of sense, because why would you be doing what you doing? Why, what was your reason for not, like I said, if he did not want to speak to his sister, why not reach out to somebody else and get someone else to reach out to her, to tell her, I think you need to come to such and such place. Your dad is, you could have had someone do that. You could have sent her a message, whatever. You could have gotten someone to get a message to her to let her know that her father was about to pass, or that her father had just passed. And I'm starting to think like what other people saying, y'all. This is something is not right with this. And I think that boy stole. I think that boy took that money. I think he took all that money and he ran off with it. And he may have did. He may have done something. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I was about to say he may have done something to progress his father's passing. But I'm not going to say that, y'all. Although he's a drug addict and all that, and I've seen and heard drug addicts do things to their parents that I wouldn't even imagine. But I'm not going to put that on him. But I'm just kind of feeling like that might be, that might be a thing. We're talking about a hardcore drug addict here. So, that might be a thing. So, come to find out, y'all, just like I said, I thought that his sister was the only person who he did not tell about his father's passing, but comes to find out, nobody in the family knew. Everybody in the family found out about a family member and a father and an uncle and a godfather and all of that. They found out about his passing on social media. Y'all, that man, I ain't even gonna even say right here in this video what I would do to that man. I ain't even gonna say in this video what I would do to him. But if y'all feeling me, you're feeling me. If you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, y'all, let's get into this article and see what's going on, because he is foul for that. So y'all, it says John Amos' family feuding with son kept him isolated. John Amos's death is exposing a family rift, and it sounds pretty messy. The late actor's family is now accusing John's son, Kelly Christopher Amos, aka KC, of isolating the Good Time star from his loved ones before death. In a family statement, John's relatives say over the past year, John Amos was isolated from his family and close friends by Kelly Casey Amos, Eugene Brummett, and Belinda Foster. The family continues, despite our repeated attempts to maintain contact, Casey prevented access to him, controlled and monitored his calls, and severed ties with John's daughter, Shannon Amos, his brother, Leslie Sill Franklin, his grandchildren, Quiera Colston, and Jazz Williams, his business manager, Paul Bossere. I guess I said his last name. Bossere. I guess I said his last name right, y'all. But anywho, his goddaughter, Amy Gotti, his niece, Sherry Corson, his former accountant, and other close family members, friends, and loved ones. The group of family members released a statement and they say Casey portrayed an image of a close father son relationship on social media, but the reality was far more complex. John's relatives say he suffered from dementia and claim Casey often gave John verbal prompts to create a narrative on social media that was not reflective of the truth. We were deeply concerned that our father may have been neglected and isolated during his final days as we received photos from concerned neighbors and a medical professional. Y'all, that's crazy. Hold up, let me get off of this article for a minute. That's crazy because I was just having a conversation with my sister last night when we were talking about this. And I was talking about, I remember about a year or two when John was in the hospital. I'm not sure what he was in the hospital for, but he was in the hospital. It was when all of this stuff was going on about the elder abuse thing. And when his daughter had filed the elder abuse charge against her brother, and John was in the hospital, and her brother Casey, he came walking in, and he was recording when he walked in, and John was just so, he was just so glad to see him, and he started smiling and doing all of that. And then you're gonna have him talking about, was he talking about? I think he was talking about the elder abuse thing, where John was saying that the Casey committing elder abuse was false. He never did anything like that or something like that. But that video was so weird to me because I kind of felt like, I don't know, something was just off. So now as I'm reading this and I'm seeing what the family members are saying about him and how he portrayed that image of a close father-son relationship on social media, I believe that. Because just like I said, y'all, them videos that I saw, they were kind of cringe. Like it was just something off. Like you couldn't really tell what was off, but you knew that there was something off. And then it was just in my head, it was just kind of like I was just wondering, like the elder abuse, like, are you abusing your dad? Is your sister abusing your dad? Like, what's going on here? So the whole situation, y'all, the whole situation was just sad anyway, because I'm not a parent. Well, I'm a parent of two dogs, but I'm not a human parent. I mean, a parent of humans, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But I can't imagine being a parent. Like I can't imagine how my parents would feel if their kids had that type of relationship with each other. Like my parents love the fact that their daughters love each other. So I can only imagine how it would feel for them to have their children in a serious beef with each other. Like in a serious beef so much that you have one of them threatening to unalive the other one. So I can imagine how disheartening that was for John Amos to have to hear that and be in the middle of what they had going on. And now, since, he's passed on and the plot thickens because it looks like the daughter was right the whole time of what she was saying about her brother. So it's just, y'all, it's just all crazy. Oh my goodness. All right, let me get back to the article, y'all. As we reported, the family say they only found out about John's death through social media reports this week, even though he died in August. The death certificate obtained by TMZ reveals John was cremated 9 days after he died and lists KC as the one who informed the county of his father's death. The document also indicates KC has John's ashes. John's family is questioning why they didn't hear about his death from medical professionals, the coroner, or authorities, and accuse KC of not notifying them either. The family adds, "We believe there are critical questions that need answers, especially since we believe KC likely made the decision to have John Amos cremated without the family's knowledge. We suspect these actions may have taken to alter potential wills and collect life insurance or other benefits." Mm-mm-mm. Y'all, oh my goodness. Okay, okay. This is made even more concerning by KC's struggles with addiction and mental health issues, as well as his previous arrest. John's fam says they are saddened and outraged and refuse to rule out the possibility of foul play. We reached out to Casey and Belinda. So far, no word back. Y'all, this is a mess right here, y'all. Now I knew about the drug addiction, but I didn't know that he struggled with mental health issues as well. And then by him being on drugs, that's not doing anything to help his mental health. So he just probably out of his mind. But yeah, 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 I'm kind of at a loss for words because I couldn't, like I said a couple of times throughout this video, I couldn't imagine my siblings doing that to me, and I couldn't imagine doing that to them. I don't care if I stop speaking to whoever and vow to never speak to them ever again in life. If I know that your parent is on the verge of death or has passed, I'm going to reach out. I'm going to reach out. I don't care if I got to send it in a text, in a letter, or get somebody else to do it. But either which way, I would not have my sisters finding out that their parents passed 45 days ago. I wouldn't, it wouldn't even be, they going to find out like the minute, you know what I'm saying? If it's coming from me, they definitely going to find out. They're going to find out quick. They're going to find out as soon as I find out, pretty much. Like I said, also to y'all at the beginning of this video, if you know, you know, because I have to have somebody get at him. Like I for real will have to have somebody get at KC, because then on top of that, he gonna have that man cremated, and you didn't even tell his daughter and the rest of his family. Y'all, I would have to get at Casey. I have to send somebody to him. I'm serious. I would have to send somebody right to him. But it's just sad all the way around, y'all. I hope whatever goes on, I hope that his daughter, I hope they find out. Hopefully this man did not take his father's money, steal his father's money. That's what I'm going to say. Hopefully he did not steal his father's money and he ran off with that money. I don't know if there's anything his sister, if they find find out that that's what he did. I don't know if she can sue him or you know what will come of that. But I'm for real, y'all. He wouldn't even have to worry about me. He talking about putting death, you know, you putting death threats on my life. Dude, you better go crawl up under a rock, cause I'm gonna send them to you. Like, how dare you? Like, I just cannot get over this. Out of all of the crazy stuff I've heard, y'all, this one right here, I can't get over. I can't get over of one sibling letting a parent die and not and the other sibling having to find out through social media over a month after her father passed. So anyway, y'all, that's just that on that. RIP again to John Amos. Like I said, I didn't still think that I would be talking about John Amos a few days after making the RIP video, y'all. But this is just a mess what's going on. This is really just a mess what's going on. And his son just wrong for that. That's crazy. But anywho, y'all, thank y'all for watching my video. I'm out.